Chapter 3. Stepping into the unknown. Change can be thrilling and scary at the same time. Being moved by someone you barely know. It's normal to feel a storm of questions. Will I succeed here? Can I trust this? What if I fail? But facing these fears is how you grow. Picture change as a wild river. Standing safely on the shore feels comfortable, but staying there means missing the lush lands waiting downstream. To grow, you have to jump into the current. Let go of control. Trust that uncertainty will teach you strength you never knew you had. Try this. Close your eyes. Imagine packing your life into boxes, leaving your old neighborhood and stepping into a place where nothing feels familiar. Your chest tightens. Excitement and fear tangled together. Breathe through it. That tension? It's proof you're alive. This move isn't just about geography. It's your outer life catching up to the person you've become inside. The wealthy stranger's offer is life shouting. You've outgrown your cage. You deserve space to bloom. New places hold new energy. Maybe your current spot feels cramped, dusty. This shift could crack open your mind, letting fresh ideas rush in. But stay sharp. Not every shiny opportunity is easy. When you arrive, don't judge too fast. Watch, listen, learn the rhythm of this new world, how people talk, what they care about. Blend in instead of forcing old habits onto new soil. Before you go, ask yourself, what do I truly want from this? Write down 3 core goals, like grow courage or find purpose. These will anchor you when doubt hits. Remember, this move isn't random. It's part of a bigger plan, even if you can't see it yet. Challenges will come. You might feel lost, struggle to make friends, or doubt your choices. That's okay. Discomfort is growth in disguise. It scrapes off old limits, revealing a stronger you underneath. Here's a secret. A new place means a fresh start. No one knows your past here. You can shed old labels and show up as your truest self. Use this freedom wisely. Be the version of you that makes your soul proud. Don't walk this path alone. Reach out. Talk to mentors. Join groups. Lean on friends. Asking for help isn't weak. It's smart. Build bridges and you'll create a safety net for the stumbles ahead. Uncertainty is where magic happens. Letting go of control invites surprises. This move is a spark. Your job is to fan it into a flame. Walk into the unknown with curiosity, and this change could mark the start of your most authentic, powerful chapter yet. This relocation isn't just about finding a better home, a new job, or more comfort. It's a spiritual shift. Beneath everything you can see and touch, something deeper is taking shape. A path your soul has quietly been preparing for long before you even knew it existed. Every struggle, every setback, and every small breakthrough you've endured has been building up to this moment. Even the chapters that hurt, the ones that made you question your direction, were silently shaping your spirit, strengthening it for what's ahead. Life has always been leading you here. Imagine your life as a giant maze. Each wrong turn, every unexpected delay, all those slammed doors. They weren't detours, they were direction, pushing you closer to your real purpose. And now, here you are, at a critical turning point. It's a signal, a sacred whisper telling you that you're ready to step into the light you were always meant to carry. But this shift isn't just about changing your surroundings. It's about transforming who you are and how you live. Your new environment will offer more than fresh air or new views. It may bring healing. Maybe the land you're moving to has a pulse, a rhythm that recharges your soul. Maybe the people speak to your heart in ways you didn't expect. Maybe the culture, the pace, the silence, or the noise. Maybe it stirs awake dreams you've buried for years. Forgotten passions, dormant gifts, a peace you've longed for but couldn't quite name. What feels unfamiliar now is actually a space perfectly shaped for your growth. But to receive what this new place offers, you must also chosen one. A figure of unexpected power has set their sights on your life. A force you never anticipated, yet one that now holds the authority to alter your path. This figure has made a choice, one that will overturn everything you once believed to be certain. Why? Because of a single act you may have brushed off as insignificant. A moment of kindness, courage, or faith that seemed small at the time. Yet that moment triggered a powerful shift, setting events in motion that are about to reshape your world. What once seemed impossible is now within reach. Paths you never considered are opening before you, and opportunities you thought were out of your league are aligning with divine precision. But this isn't just chance, it's a call to action. By the time these words fade, you'll know not just why this is happening, but how to harness it. The power to shape what comes next is in your hands, if you're bold enough to claim it. Destiny is calling, will you answer? Before time runs out, smash that like button, join the Frequency Shift community, and comment 77 below. Replay this until its resonance becomes part of your DNA. You've awakened currents beyond comprehension, and now the cosmos responds in a language that cracks your old limits. This is no accident, it's proof. A gateway once sealed is groaning open. Brace yourself, it's here. Chapter 1, The Hidden Seed. Think back. Maybe last week you did something kind or brave. No one saw it. Maybe you helped a stranger who didn't thank you. Or you stood up for someone when no one else would. You might have given time, money, or advice and thought nothing of it. But that tiny act started something huge, like tossing a pebble into a pond and watching waves reach places you'd never see. Life's like a web. Every move you make sends ripples through invisible threads. Your small act of goodness traveled through people, stories, and luck until it reached someone powerful, someone who can change where you live, work, or grow. Close your eyes, breathe. Imagine threads connecting you to everyone. The person changing your life, they might know your friend's boss, a relative you rarely see, or someone who heard your name in a meeting. Energy works in ways we can't always track, but that doesn't mean it's not real. Your kindness was a seed planted in secret. Now it's grown into something bigger. This person sees something in you, realness, courage, and believes you deserve a place where you can thrive. This isn't just a move. It's a chance to become who you're meant to be. But it won't be easy. New places mean new rules, new people. You'll miss what's familiar, but this change is meant for you. To prepare, ask yourself what truly matters. What habits hold you back? Write it down. Clarity will guide you. When you step into this new chapter, focus on purpose, not comfort. This is your test. Are you ready for bigger things? Saying yes means trusting that good deeds shape your future. Your past actions weren't small. They were keys unlocking this door. Chapter 2. The Invisible Network. Ever wonder how things really get done? It's not just hard work. It's connections, like a hidden net linking people, choices, and luck. The person helping you isn't alone. They're part of a web of power, trust, and whispers. Picture a room full of people sharing stories. Someone you once helped tells your story. Another person listens, then another. Soon it reaches someone who can act. Your name travels through this net until it finds the right ears. In this world, respect and trust matter more than money. Your past actions earned you that trust. Now it's paying off. Close your eyes. See yourself as a bright dot in this web, tied to friends, strangers, even rivals. When someone tugs a thread far away, it shakes your life. This opportunity didn't come from nowhere. While you were busy living, the net was working. The person helping you doesn't need to know you. They trust the voices vouching for you. Think about it. Your honesty and courage created a force field around you. It attracts people who want to lift you up. It might feel like magic, but it's just how energy flows. The more you stay true, the stronger your influence grows. Stay humble. Thank those who helped your story spread. Gratitude keeps you grounded as you rise. Your new world will have mentors, tools, and challenges, all part of the same net that brought you here. Use them wisely. This move isn't luck. It's a responsibility. You've been chosen to grow into your best self. The people you meet next will feel like fate, but it's no accident. It's the net aligning for you. Remember, you're not just taking from this web. Someday, you'll be the one lifting others. The cycle never ends. Your choices today will echo long after you're gone, shaping futures you'll never see. This relocation isn't just about finding a better home, a new job, or more comfort. It's a spiritual shift. Beneath everything you can see and touch, something deeper is taking shape. A path your soul has quietly been preparing for, long before you even knew it existed. Every struggle, every setback, and every small breakthrough you've endured has been building up to this moment. Even the chapters that hurt, the ones that made you question your direction, were silently shaping your spirit, strengthening it for what's ahead. Life has always been leading you here. Imagine your life as a giant maze. Each wrong turn, every unexpected delay, all those slammed doors, they weren't detours, they were direction, pushing you closer to your real purpose. And now, here you are, at a critical turning point. It's a signal, a sacred whisper telling you that you're ready to step into the light you were always meant to carry. But this shift isn't just about changing your surroundings. It's about transforming who you are and how you live. Your new environment will offer more than fresh air or new views. It may bring healing. Maybe the land you're moving to has a pulse, a rhythm that recharges your soul. Maybe the people speak to your heart in ways you didn't expect. Maybe the culture, the pace, the silence, or the noise. Maybe it stirs awake dreams you've buried for years, forgotten passions, dormant gifts, a peace you've longed for but couldn't quite name. What feels unfamiliar now is actually a space perfectly shaped for your growth. But to receive what this new place offers, you must also give something: your attention, your trust, your willingness to pause. Create quiet moments. Life's noise, its pressure, its urgency can drown out the subtle messages your soul is trying to deliver. When you take a walk in nature, sit still, breathe, or pray, you open yourself to divine direction. And in the chaos, when things feel unsteady, return to something simple: your breath. Deep, slow, intentional breathing. Inhale hope, exhale fear, especially in moments of doubt. That breath will bring you back to the present, and it's in the present where the quiet miracles show up. A stranger's kind words at the right time, a lyric that speaks directly to your confusion, a dream that outlines your next move. These aren't coincidences, they're signs, divine confirmations that you're not lost, you're aligned. Gratitude will keep you aligned, not just for what's obvious, but for what's still unfolding. Gratitude isn't passive. It's not just something you feel when things go well. It's a force, a magnet, a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive more, do more, and become more. Say this often: I am thankful for this transition. I trust that this change is preparing me for something better. Even if you can't see the whole picture yet, gratitude will connect your heart to the invisible blessings moving your way. And mark this season. Light a candle to honor what's ending and what's beginning. Write a note to your future self. Describe who you hope to become. Carry a small object, a coin, a stone, a piece of jewelry, as a symbol of your new beginning. Let it remind you that this isn't just a move. It's a sacred unfolding, and when fear comes back, and it will, remember your faith. Not blind faith that ignores reality, but grounded faith, the kind that says, even when I don't understand the why, I still believe in the what for. That every moment, good or bad, is part of something meaningful. One day, you'll look back on this and see how it all connected, how every tear, every delay, even the pain, became part of the masterpiece. Chosen one, this isn't just a relocation. It's a divine assignment. The people you're about to meet, the challenges ahead, the wisdom waiting, none of it is random. Trust this shift. You are being aligned with your highest timeline. Your soul's path is finally unfolding, and it's asking you to walk forward with confidence. You are not just stepping into a new place. You are stepping into your destiny. This is your moment to rise, walk with presence, walk with power, and walk knowing that the universe has placed you exactly where you're meant to grow. Chapter 5. Turning change into action. This isn't the end of something. It's the beginning. You've been handed an opening, a spark, but what you do next determines everything. This is your invitation to become the most alive version of yourself, not through luck, but through creative force. Not just painting or music or writing, though those count too. Creativity is in the way you make choices, solve problems, pursue your dreams, and build the life you know deep down you're meant for. Picture your life like clay. This new place? It's given you fresh tools, new colors, a blank canvas. What will you shape with it? What vision will you bring to life? Ask yourself, what's that one thing you've always wanted to try? That wild idea you've buried under excuses or fear? Maybe it's writing a book, starting a business, learning to lead, helping your community, or building something the world has never seen. Whatever it is, don't brush it aside just because it feels too big. Big ideas are often your soul's way of calling you forward. Write it down, that dream, that desire, make it real with ink. Writing your intention wakes up a fire inside you. It tells the universe, I'm serious, I'm showing up. And when you show up, invisible forces align to help you. But they can't move unless you move first. So move. Explore your new world with curiosity. Visit places you've never been. Say yes to conversations you'd normally avoid. Talk to strangers. Volunteer. Join events. You never know what insight or who might be waiting on the other side of that one small risk. Growth hides in unfamiliar places. Creativity thrives in uncertainty. And the more you allow yourself to engage with the unknown, the more insight you'll unlock. Challenges will come, that's guaranteed. But they don't have to stop you. When they arrive, ask, how can I turn this into momentum? Every obstacle holds a lesson. Every setback carries a seed of something better, if you're willing to plant it. Over time, you'll develop something rare, the skill to turn chaos into clarity, failure into fire, setbacks into strategy. But here's the truth. Creativity needs more than chaos. It needs discipline, a routine, a system. You want to write that book? Set a time. Protect it. Want to launch that business? Start by researching. Create a folder. Reach out to someone who's done it. The energy of this beginning will motivate you, but it's your habits that will carry it through. And you don't have to do this alone. Pay attention. The people around you now may carry the missing pieces. Their strengths may amplify your own. Team up. Create together. Build something neither of you could build alone. Don't wait for perfect timing. Progress beats perfection every time. Creativity lives in how you make coffee, rearrange your space, speak to someone with love, or plan your day with intention. Every act of care and courage builds momentum, and when fear shows up, and it will, do it anyway. That's your proof. You're ready. If you weren't, this opportunity wouldn't have appeared. Even if things get messy, you'll adjust, you'll adapt, you'll evolve. Because deep down, you were made for this. This is the moment to expand, not shrink. Use your voice, use your gift, use your presence. The world doesn't just need noise, it needs your truth. And now that the door is open, walk through it. You've come a long way since the moment that wealthy stranger flipped your world upside down. Now it's time to walk with clarity, with intention, and with grace. This journey you're on This change in direction, it wasn't random. It didn't happen just because you were lucky or in the right place at the right time. It happened because the universe recognized your readiness. The world needed you in a new place, in a new position, with new people, and everything that's unfolded has been part of that placement. Imagine your life as a book, every chapter filled with new people, challenges, and lessons. This new one? It's about expansion, about leadership, about honoring who you've become and continuing to evolve into who you're meant to be. What started with one man's decision, someone who saw a spark in you, has now widened your path into something more meaningful. This chapter isn't just about opportunity. It's about alignment, about becoming the kind of person whose presence shapes rooms and whose influence ripples out beyond what they can see. Pause for a moment. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Let that remind you, you're grounded. You've learned to move with change, to decode the silent signals, to hear the whispers that others ignore. You've become someone who knows that doing good quietly is more powerful than shouting loudly. You've learned that trust, kindness, and courage are your real currency, that these values will guide you better than any trend or shortcut ever could. Now is the time to lead, even if it feels scary. But leadership doesn't always mean standing on a stage or commanding attention. It might mean mentoring someone quietly, helping a friend through a hard time, solving a problem when no one else knows how, or simply living your truth so boldly that others feel safe to do the same. You now have tools, you have perspective, and most importantly, you have the responsibility to turn your personal growth into shared growth, to help others rise with you. Stay flexible. Life, like a river, is always moving. You've just rounded one bend, but more turns are coming. That wealthy man might reappear. Or maybe someone new, just as important, will show up unexpectedly. Welcome the surprises. For the hidden meaning in what seems like chance. As you move forward, remember, purpose isn't a place, it's a daily choice. Every morning, ask yourself, how can I honor what matters most to me a day? That might look like saying no to distractions, saying yes to rest, saying yes to the dream you keep postponing. Each decision is a brick in the foundation of the life you're building. Over time, those small choices become unstoppable momentum. They turn fleeting motivation into long-term resolve. And even when the progress feels slow, even when you doubt if it's working, trust that consistency is working in your favor. Celebrate the little wins. Did you speak your truth today? Did you listen with love? Did you resist an old pattern that once kept you small? That matters. Don't wait for the big victory to feel proud. Joy is fuel, not just a reward. Share your wins with your people and cheer for theirs. Build a community where support flows both ways. You'll find that the journey becomes lighter when it's shared. And as you look back, really look back, you'll notice something powerful. The world has opened, not because it changed, but because you did. The challenges that once intimidated you now feel manageable. The questions that once kept you stuck have answers. And most of all, the person you've become, stronger, sharper, softer where it counts, and tougher where it matters. And maybe, just maybe, you've also become more aware. Create generously. Whether you teach, build, heal, write, or simply show up with integrity, leave your unique mark. That's your real legacy, not the titles, not the applause, but the lives you touch, the sparks you ignite, the good you leave behind. Never underestimate the quiet power of your presence. Sometimes the most profound change you cause won't come from what you do, but from who you are. Your warmth, your attention, your energy, it can change a life without you even realizing it. And as this chapter closes, know this. You now stand at the edge of something big. Behind you is proof of your strength. Ahead of you is a glowing horizon filled with possibility. The world isn't waiting for another follower. It's waiting for you, for your vision, for your truth, for your light. Don't shrink now. This is the part where you rise. And when doubt whispers again, as it always does, just remember why you began. Remember that small, forgotten act that started it all? Maybe it was a gesture you barely remember, a decision you didn't think twice about, but life remembered. That moment changed everything. Keep planting those seeds. Acts of faith, acts of courage, acts of kindness. You may not always see the results right away, but they're never lost. They come back, they bloom, sometimes in ways you never expected. And now, as you step into what's next, remember this. The best chapters of your story aren't behind you. They're still unfolding. Keep going. The world is waiting, and this time, you're ready. Create generously. Whether you teach, build, heal, write, or simply show up with integrity, leave your unique mark. That's your real legacy, not the titles, not the applause, but the lives you touch, the sparks you ignite, the good you leave behind. Never underestimate the quiet power of your presence. Sometimes the most profound change you cause won't come from what you do, but from who you are. Your warmth, your attention, your energy, it can change a life without you even realizing it. And as this chapter closes, know this. You now stand at the edge of something big. Behind you is proof of your strength. Ahead of you is a glowing horizon filled with possibility. The world isn't waiting for another follower. It's waiting for you, for your vision, for your truth, for your light. Don't shrink now. This is the part where you rise. And when doubt whispers again, as it always does, just remember why you began. Remember that small, forgotten act that started it all? Maybe it was a gesture you barely remember, a decision you didn't think twice about, but life remembered. That moment changed everything. Keep planting those seeds. Acts of faith, acts of courage, acts of kindness. You may not always see the results right away, but they're never lost. They come back, they bloom, sometimes in ways you never expected. And now, as you step into what's next, remember this. The best chapters of your story aren't behind you. They're still unfolding. Keep going. The world is waiting, and this time, you're ready.